Good morning. How was your weekend? Good morning.
You're prepared for a profitable trading week. What's your plan for the week? What pairs are you considering trading this week? Drop it in the comment section so that we can look at it together. You're welcome to today's live stream. If you can hear me loud and clear, I want to see your comments. If you can hear me loud and clear, drop a comment. If you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good morning, God's will. Good morning, Social Vera NG. Good morning, Mr. Evaristus. Good morning, Mr. God's will. Morning. Good to have you in today's live stream. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If there's any pair you want us to look at together, any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. If you have any question, also drop it in the comments section. Okay, so we'll start by looking at the calendar for the week. Okay, so today is 5th August, and we're expecting just a major news from the United States by 3 p.m. ISM services. Okay, the was 48.8. The forecast is 51.4. So they're expecting an increase. They're expecting an increase. So if the actual is higher than the forecast, we should expect bullishness on USD. We should expect bullishness on USD if the data comes out positive for the dollar. And if the actual is less than the forecast, that will be negative for the dollar. So we'd expect dollar to be bearish. Would expect dollar to be bearish. So if you're considering buying or trading GBP USD, if the data comes out negative for the dollar, you buy GBP USD. If it comes out positive for the dollar, you should look for sell opportunity on the dollar. I hope that is clear. And tomorrow, Tuesday, August 6th, we're expecting two major news from Australia. Cash rates, monetary policy statement, and also rate statement will be released tomorrow for the Australian dollar. And by 11:45 p.m., employment change will be released for New Zealand, and also unemployment rates 11:45 p.m. That's Nigerian time. Then on Wednesday, there are no major news on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, Australian dollar by 3:40 a.m. Nigerian time, Governor Bullock speaks. And on same Thursday, NZD inflation expectations will be released by 4 a.m. And by 1:30, unemployment claims will be released from the United States. Okay, what's the expectation for the dollar on Thursday? Okay, previous is 249. The forecast is 245. Okay, so they're expecting a slight decrease. Yeah, 245. So we'll wait for the actual value to be released. Okay, actually is higher than forecast, good for currency. Actually less than forecast, negative. That will be bad for the currency. Then on Friday, there are not much news for the dollar this week. So there's a high probability that the technical setups will play out. There are not much news for the dollar this week. Then on Friday, two major news will be released from Canada. Employment forecast value, no forecast value for employment change, also for unemployment rate. Okay, before Friday, the forecast value will be released. I believe before Friday, the forecast value will be released. The previous was 1.4 for employment change, and for unemployment rate, the previous was 6.4. So that's it for fundamentals for this week. Okay, we don't have much fundamentals for the dollar. Okay, so we should expect the technical setups would play out this week. Okay, so let's go to the chart. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, please drop it in the comment section. Okay, drop it in the comment section. Liquidity sweep occurs in almost all session. Okay, it occurs in almost all session, not only in London session. You just have to understand liquidity concepts, learn liquidity concepts. Okay, you can apply it in your trading. Liquidity occurs in all session, London, New York, and Asian session. Okay, I hope that answers the question. Okay, so let's start with Australian dollar USD. For those who attended the Zoom session we had last night, I told you guys liquidity will be on Australian dollar USD. My bias for the week on Australian dollar USD is bullish. And I told you guys liquidity will be cleared on Australian dollar USD. And that's they have achieved this morning. You can see the lows of last week has been cleared. I told you, those of you who attended the Zoom session last night, okay? If you want to be attending the Zoom session, you should have an account, a funded life account with Cabana Capitals, or you are my private students. Okay, you'll be given access to the session. The classes holds, the weekly market outlook session holds on weekends, Saturday, sometimes on Sunday, and we meet 3 times in a week. 3 times in a week. So if you want to be joining the Zoom session, there your questions will be attended to. Okay, you should have a life account with Cabana Capitals, a funded live account, a minimum of $100 in your trading account to join the Zoom class. Okay, so liquidity has been cleared. So I'm looking for a buy opportunity on Australian dollar USD. But let's start with the weekly before we move down to daily. So on the weekly time frame, okay, let me delete. You can see I've already identified my areas of entry, but I'm going to delete this line so that, okay, I've already identified my areas of entry. I want to see price pull back to this area before I would buy Australian dollar USD. Okay. You need to do this before the market opens. It's very important. It's not when the market has opened you start analyzing to know the trend for the week. No, it's very wrong. You should know the trend for the week, the direction you're going to follow for the week before the market opens. Okay, you do that on Sundays, okay, or on Friday after the close of the market. So you can see what they did today. What they did was to come clearly see at this previous. You can see that liquidity has been cleared. Okay, and you can see this was a support level. Can you see? Or a demand zone. Okay, this was a demand zone at this point. Okay, so price has tested that level, and you can see there's a strong rejection from that level. Let's go down to daily. Okay, so if today's candle closes as an hammer, that will be a strong indication that the bulls are in control. If today's candle closes as an hammer, be it bearish or bullish hammer, then you should go bullish on Australian dollar USD this week. That's my take on Australian dollar USD. Okay, so let's go down to 4 hour. On 4 hour, okay, the previous 4 hour candle closed as an hammer, a bearish hammer, and after the formation of a bearish hammer, you're expected to wait for this candle. You should wait for the next candle to close bullish before you buy. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for right now. I'm waiting for the current 4 hour candle to close bullish. If it closes bullish, I would buy Australian dollar USD. I'm also waiting, okay, for price. Let's see what we have on 1 hour. So you can see on 1 hour, we have what looks like an engulfing pattern. The previous candle was an hammer, and the next candle has closed bullish. This is a buy setup. This is a buy setup. And the reason I'm not buying Australian dollar USD at the moment is because the risk is high. Okay, this, if I take a buy trade on Australian dollar USD, this will be my entry price, and my stop loss will be at this level, and that's about 110, yeah, close to 110 pips from the current market price. So that risk is too high. So I'm hoping that Australian dollar USD will pull back. Okay, let me apply Fibonacci. I'm hoping Australian dollar USD will pull back from this swing low to this swing high. Okay, I want to see it pull back to a discount level, will be below level 50. Okay, that's where I will consider buying Australian dollar USD. Okay, the best time to have executed buy on Australian dollar USD would have been after the breakout from this resistance that was created here. After this candlestick closed above this resistance, that would have been the best price and time to buy Australian dollar USD. And you can see price is far above that level. So I need to wait for price to pull back. It requires patience. Okay, you have to be patient. Wait for your setup before the trigger. Okay, so that's my take on Australian dollar USD. Any question on Australian dollar USD before we move to today? Do you have any question? Is that clear? Mr. Eze, good morning. Mr. Victory, good morning. Is that clear? Can we move to the next pair? Do you have any question on Australian dollar USD? No question. Okay, let's move to the next pair. GBP USD. What do we have on GBP USD? Same. Okay. GBP USD, I told you guys yesterday, liquidity will be cleared on GBP USD. So let's start with the weekly. Okay. So last week, as you can see, last week candle tested, you can see this support. It tested that support level. There was a strong rejection from that level. So after last week, after the close of last week candle, let's see the pattern we had on that formed on daily time frame. If we are able to identify a bullish reversal pattern on daily time frame, then we should be considering buying GBP US this week. Let's see what we have on daily. So last Friday candle, after NFP was released, I think the data was negative for the dollar. So you can see last Friday candle closed bullish after release of NFP. It closed bullish, and they know a lot of retail traders would have executed buy after the close of this bullish candle. I told you yesterday, I told you they would come for liquidity residing at this low, and that's they have achieved this morning. Can you see that? They came for the stop losses residing at this low. Okay, we also had the fair value gap. Okay, you can see this fair value gap also. Okay, so they came for liquidity residing at this previous low, and price shoots up from that level. You can see. Okay, you can see a lot of retail traders would have jumped in to buy after the formation of this inverted hammer. Can you see this inverted hammer? After the formation of this inverted hammer, a lot of retail traders would have executed buy, and the normals will have their stop losses at this level. So they have to come for their losses. So they've achieved that. And my expectation on GU, I want to see GU pull back. See GU pull back to a discount level before going bullish. That's my expectation on GU. Like I told you guys that this is the area I would consider buying GU. And you can see price came to this area this morning, but I missed the move. I would have bought GBP USD, and I would have made close to 80 pips on GBP USD this morning, but I missed the move. So I'm waiting for the next opportunity. So I want to see GU pull back to this area, okay, extreme discounts before going bullish. Okay, I believe this area is an area of liquidity. They might come for the stop losses because they know a lot of retail traders would have jumped in, and their stop losses will be at this level. So there's a high probability they will come for their stop losses at this level before going bullish. Okay, so I'll patiently wait for price to pull back to this area before going bullish on GBP USD. I hope that is clear. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me? I hope you're following. If getting value from this stream. I hope you're following. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do, so that anytime I come on live, you'll be notified by YouTube. And if you're getting value from this stream, please give the stream a thumbs up. Give the stream a thumbs up. Click on the like button so that others can get to see this video. Please click on the like button. Okay? Is there any other thing you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. Are you getting value from the stream? Are you getting value? Okay. Let's move to the next pair. Gold. I expect gold to be bullish this week. That's my expectation on gold. I expect gold to be bullish this week. Okay. So let's start with the weekly time frame. Okay. Price tested resistance level. I think there was a breakout. Yeah, there was a breakout. Last week candle closed above that resistance level. Okay. It broke out from that resistance level. So after the close of last week candle, what pattern do we have on daily? Let's see the pattern we had on daily. I think we had what looks like a bearish reversal pattern. You can see on daily we had a bearish reversal pattern. As you can see today, gold has been bearish. Can you see that? Gold has been bearish. Last week candle closed as a spinning. Okay, this was Thursday and this was Friday, spinning top. Okay, so this is a bearish setup on gold. This is a bearish setup on gold, and you can see gold has been bearish. So what's my expectation on gold? Okay, so I need to apply Fibonacci. I want to take it from this swing low to this high. I want to see gold price drop to a discount level before going bullish. Okay, so I'm considering level 75. As you can see, we have a fair value gap here on the daily time frame. You can see we have a very tiny fair value gap here. Can you see it? Okay, let me go down to 4 hour to identify it. It will be more clearer on 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to 4 hour. Okay, so there's a fair value gap here on 4 hour. You can see this fair value gap. So I'm expecting price to come fill this fair value gap. Okay, and that gap is below equilibrium, is at discount. So we have my area of concentration, okay, or this fair gap. Though this gap has been filled, but they might still want to come and test this level, okay? So these are my points of interest. These are the areas I will be considering buying on gold. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear, Mr. Victory. I hope that is clear. So that's my opportunity on gold. It is bearish at the moment. I would have jumped in to sell gold. Okay, if you look at the risk reward, if I decide to sell from the current market price and my TP is at this level, or let's say this level, this will be my first TP. Now calculate the risk. My stop loss will be at this level, okay, which is the price is at 2424.8 at the moment, and my SL will be at 2458. That's about 330 pips. 330 pips. That risk is too high. It is too high, okay? That's the reason I am not selling gold at the moment, but I know it has a high probability of coming to this level, okay? They will come fill this gap. So if you are considering buying, patiently wait for price, fill the gap before you go on gold. And if you want to sell, wait for price to buy. I believe after the close of this bearish candle, I believe a fair value gap was created on a lower time frame. You might want to wait for price to pull and fill the fair value gap that was created after the formation of this bearish candlestick before you sell. Okay, so let's go to 1 hour. Let's see what we have on 1 hour. So you can see on 1 hour, you can see this fair value gap was created. You can see this gap. Okay, so you might want to wait for price to pull back and fill this gap. They tried filling it at this point, you can see, but they could not fill it. You can see. So you can patiently wait for price to pull back to fill this gap before you go bearish, because this is an area of liquidity at the moment. A lot of retail traders have their stop losses at this level. So there's a high probability they will come for their stop losses before going bearish. That's the take on. As you can see, price is currently at the support level. Can you see that? At the support level. So price is likely going to come fill this gap before going bearish. If I would risk selling gold, I'll wait for price to come fill this gap before I sell, and my stop loss will be this level. The high, I'll be using the high of this candle as my SL, or a few pips above the high of that candle. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Which other page do you want me to analyze? Okay, Mr. Eze say we should look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Okay, let's see. Do I have GBP JPY on my list? GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY. GBP JPY is still bearish at the moment. It is still bearish at the moment, but it's not the right time to sell GBP JPY. You cannot sell GBP JPY at the current market price. Look at where price started dropping. That's like 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago. You can see after the formation of this spinning top, this would have been the right time to sell. If you had entered sell at this point, you would have made close to 1,000, yeah, close to 1,000 pips on GJ. You would have made close to 1,000, more than 1,000 pips on GJ if you had entered from this point. So if you had not executed sell at this point, why would you want to sell at this point. As far as I'm concerned, it's oversold. It is oversold. It could pull back anytime. Okay, it could pull back anytime soon. So selling will be very risky. It will be very risky. If you want to sell, wait for price to pull back before you sell. Okay, wait for price to pull back before you sell. You cannot sell GBP at the current market price. The risk is very high. Where would you set your stop loss if you sell from the current market price? Okay. Your risk wouldn't be 100 pips. And for me, that is too much. 100 pip risk is too much. Okay. I hope that is clear, Mr. Eze. I hope that is clear. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Let's look at EA. I'm expecting a bearish move on EA this week. As you can see, this is the weekly time frame. Price just broke out from a resistance. Okay, you can see price just broke out from a resistance, cleared liquidity at this previous high. That is the essence of the bullish move we've seen for the past 4 weeks. Yeah, this liquidity at this previous high that has been achieved. So I'm expecting a bearish move on Euro Australian dollar. Okay, so let's go down to daily. Let's see how last Friday candle closed. If you joined the session I had last night, I told you guys liquidity will be cleared. Okay, so let's see for hour. What do we have on 4 hour? Okay, so you can see this candle, the previous candle, 4 hour candle, is a bullish shooting star. This is a bullish shooting star. Okay, so if the current 4 hour candle closes bearish, okay, you might want to consider candle has closed and we decide to sell from the current. I would have jumped in because if we go to 1 hour time frame, we have what looks like a bearish reversal pattern on 1 hour time frame. I would have jumped in, but considering the risk is just too high. Because if I'm taking this trade from this point, the market is currently trading at 1.6981, 1.6981, and my stop loss will be at this level. That's about 230 pip, 230 pip risk. Okay, that risk is too high. So I want to see EA pull back. Let's go down to 1 hour. I want to see retracement on EA before going bearish. Okay, you can see the low of this shooting star on a 1 hour time frame has not been cleared. Okay, you can see we had a support here. Support has been created here, and the market is trying to break out from this support. Okay, so and on this bearish candle that closed after the shooting star, I would have loved that this bearish candlestick shooting star. That would be a strong confirmation, but it didn't close it. So there's a high probability price is likely going to go back. So my expectation on EA, let's go to 15 minutes. Okay. So I want EA to pull back to a discount from, okay. Sorry, premium level. That's my expectation on EA. I want it to pull back to at least, I believe this area here is an area of liquidity. A lot of retail traders would have jumped in sell and their stop losses would be at this level and also at this level. And there's a high probability they will come for their stop losses. They will go for their stop losses before going bearish. So I want back into this area before I would bearish on Euro Australian dollar, and it's going to be a swing trade. Okay, I'm going to carry the trade or hold the trade for at least 2-3 days. Depending on how volatile the market is. I should be aiming for maybe 200-300 pips on Euro Aussie, also on Australian dollar USD. For Euro Aussie to do 200-300 pips in a day. It's very possible. Same with Australian dollar USD. If a major news is released, it is very possible. Okay, so that's my take on Euro Australian dollar. I hope that is clear. Okay, USD card. USD card. USD card. What do we have on USD card? USD card is negatively correlated with GU. So if we are considering buying GU this week, we should be considering selling USD card. Let's start with the weekly. Okay, so you can see what's playing out on the weekly. Wow, this is good setup. So liquidity has been cleared, resistance level has been cleared. You can see this was a resistance level, and we had liquidity residing at this previous highs. See all these highs, area of liquidity. You can see all these highs. So They've cleared all the liquidity residing at this previous high. So there's a high probability that USD CAD will be bearish this week. So let's move down to daily time frame. Okay, good. So daily, if today's candle closes as a shooting star, if today candle closes as a shooting star, then we should be considering selling USD CAD this week. If it closes bearish, okay, we should go bearish on USD CAD this week. Now let's go down to 4 hour. What do we have on 4 hour? Good. You can see the previous candle on 4 hour is a valid shooting star. A valid shooting star. So we have, you can see this level is a support level. Can you see? Okay, that's a support level. Let's identify this level. Okay, so this is like a demand zone. That's what is holding price right now. This support level is what is holding price right now. If they successfully breaks this zone, if a candle closes below this zone, then we should expect more bearish move in the card. But don't just jump in after a breakout from this zone. Don't jump in and start selling. Okay, wait for price to back to a premium level. Okay, after price breaks out from this zone, apply your Fibonacci from the swing low that will be created, the new swing low that will be created to this swing high, and wait for price to pull back to a premium level before you sell. Let's go down to 15 minutes. 1 hour before 15 minutes, please. Okay, so I want to apply Fibonacci this swing low to this swing high. Okay, I want to see price pull back to a premium level. Okay, before going bearish on USD CAD. Okay, wait for price to pull back to a premium level before going bearish on USD CAD. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. I think that will be all for today's session. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Like I said, if you want to be in the Zoom classes, you should open an account with Cabana Capitals, and you should have a minimum of $100 in your trading account. Okay, during the Zoom session, that is where I teach strategies. Okay, strategies that you can use to make profit consistently the markets. Okay, so if you want to be participating in the Zoom sessions, you should open a Cabana Capitals today. Any question? Any question? Any question? Mr. Tunji, good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you all for your participation. I appreciate you all. Any question? Any question? Mr. Aristus, Mr. Goswill, Mr. Social Viral NG, Mr. Victory, Onyinye. Any question? Any question? Any question? Please, as you trade this week, ensure you apply proper risk and money management. Apply stop loss on all your trades. Before you execute the trade, you should know the risk involved, know the dollar amount you're going to lose on a trade, and also the profits, the potential profit on the trade before you execute the trade. If you don't know the risk before executing the trade, you are gambling in the markets. And gamblers don't make money in this market. You have to treat trading business. If you gamble, you will blow your funds. It is guaranteed. You don't gamble in this market. If you gamble, you will blow it. Approach the market, treat it as a business, and you will keep making money consistently from the market. Don't try to flip that down. Don't try to become a millionaire overnight trading Forex. You just keep blowing your funds. You just keep blowing your funds. So please trade with logic, with sense. Okay? Any question? Any question? Any question? No question. All right. I wish you guys a profitable trading day. If you have any question, I believe you're on the WhatsApp group or you're on the Telegram group. You also have my WhatsApp number. You can send me a message on WhatsApp and your questions will be attended to. Thank you. Bye for now.